Everybody, story time. Today I'm going to be telling the story about how the Impales, me and Patrick, almost got killed, maybe, possibly, we don't know, in a forest. So basically, this takes place last December, which makes the story 1 year old as of the recording and making of this video. But we're chilling out under this bridge, which is like the popular hangout for all the delinquents of the town to hang out under, because like no one's down there. There's like not really any roads under this bridge. So like you could graffiti down there, fucking smoke drugs, anything you could do. Um, but there's also these train tracks that run through the bridge, under the bridge. So like a lot of people pass by there. It's a popular spot to walk by, basically. And we're chilling out there one fine December evening. It doesn't really get too cold where we live. So we were in like some sweaters and all that. And basically, when we're chilling down there, we see these two people in dark clothing, suspiciously dark clothing for a fine, bright day, walking by. And we're like, all right, well, we don't want to deal with these people. Let's go to the backup hangout spot. So we go there. It's a parking lot by the bridge that no one parks in because the building that the parking lot in is like closed or something. But no one parks there basically. So we hang out there for a good 10 minutes or something. And then we start to get a little hungry. We want some Flintstone gummies. So we were like, hey, Lo, let's go back to the crib, get some food. So we will go back by the bridge and like get on the tracks. And once we get on the tracks, it's just a straight walk for like 15 minutes. And then we can get to another like neighborhood where we got a house. We know the people there, and we can get some Flintstone gummies and be on our way. So we start walking on the bridge, not on the bridge, under the bridge, on the tracks. And we pass by the only street that goes near the under part of the bridge. And basically, once you pass that road, there's like no other civilization. There's no more civilization. Basically, like it's just once you pass it, it's just you're surrounded by nothing but wheat fields and trees and grass. So, it's pretty like if you were to die out there, no one would really find you. It's like huge. But we're walking down there, and for like the next 3 minutes, we're fine. But then all of a sudden, we turn back, and it's those sussy Bakas again that are following us. And we're like, okay, now it's starting to get a little weird. These people were under the bridge, and we waited at the backup hangout spot for 10 minutes, so they should have been gone by then. So well, maybe not gone, but like they should have been at least at the bridge still, or like got bored or done something. They wouldn't be following us where we're going exactly, because we didn't even see them when we were crossing the street, and the street's right by the bridge. So we're like, all right, that's weird. And then Patrick gets the wise idea. He's like, well, maybe they're not following us. Let's take another route. And the only other route is going into this very secluded forest. Well, at this point, we didn't think they were following us, so we're like, all right, we'll go to the forest. We take a left, and like it's kind of off like this sus path. There's probably been some axe murders in the forest or something. I'm like, all right, we'll go through the forest. It'll take us an extra like 10 minutes, but we'll go through the forest, and then these people will probably just walk on the train track still, and we'll split our ways, right? So we walk in the forest, and we're walking, and basically we're looking around, and there's like some abandoned tents and a bunch of cans and stuff like that. Oh, homeless people live in this forest. That's neat. That's epic. Hopefully no homeless people come out. But after 3 minutes of walking, actually first, the forest is set up in a way where like you can only walk in one straight path. Everywhere else is like really like downhill, and like there's a bunch of trees, so you'd have to like go downhill to like get off this path, because it's like the path that people walk on, even though I don't know how many people walk through that forest. But I don't know, it's just a weird forest. It's like one way. But after a while we walk, and then Patrick looks around and he's like, oh shit, the people have now followed us into the forest. That's not very good. Now we're in a secluded forest where nobody walks, where homeless people might live, and these people, these men, women, trans people, or whatever, because don't assume genders, that's naughty in 2021. But we're following us, and we're like, all right, we gotta run. So we start running for like a minute and a half, and once we lose them, we're like, all right, we gotta get out of this forest. So we like run through these trees and downhill through this field of like tall grass. It's got those spiky plants, plants or whatever that stick to your clothes once you run through them, and they're really hard to take off. So we get through there, and after like a solid like 5 minutes, it took a long time to run through this field. We finally get to the neighborhood, where all the houses are, and we're like, finally, we might have escaped these people. There's people nearby, there's cars driving, we're good. People will see people will see us, and we could, tell people about what's going on, what our predicament is. Anyways, once we get to the hood's house, the homie's crib, we get those Flintstone gummies, the Dasani water bottles, all the good stuff. And then we tell the people at the crib, like, hey, yo, we need a ride home. We ain't walking back out there. We're being stalked. So we get a ride back home. We tell them what happened. We're like, oh yeah, man, we could have, there's been a lot of stalkings going on recently, and that happened. We got a ride home, and now we're alive 1 year later to tell the story about what happened. And yeah, if you like this video, you should break into your local adoption center and tell all the children there to subscribe to the Impales, because it'll really help, our channel grow. It's hard to grow channels nowadays. So remember, break into your local orphanage, adoption center, and tell the children to get to every device in the orphanage/adoption center and subscribe to the Impales. Anyways, we'll see you in the next video. Bye.